how are you?
You're up kind of late.
Yes, I am. Okay, it's June 14. It is 12:30, 30 minutes past midnight. I'm in the control room and we are live producing froth.
You can see that blue trend over there?
Mm-hmm.
That's our feed rate.
So, oh, it looks good. All right. And,
Hey Rick, what's the level on the PST?
It is about, I would say 7 inches, Burke.
Watching grass grow.
so,
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, it was about 5. I think it's dropped a little bit.
your level dropped.
Yeah, I'm messing around with it a little bit. I cranked my pump up because I got in trouble there with that.
So Brett, how are we doing?
If you ask me, I think it sounds like it's good. Pretty stable, it appears.
Well, good. We've been operating for several hours. Here you see our flotation cell, which has been modified accordingly to accommodate the higher throughput rates, and it is functioning perfectly. And in a moment we'll go up the conditioning structure and see how the separation process is functioning. So far so good. Right out directly ahead of me are the 2 water centrifuges from GEA Westphalia, and it also looks like we've resolved all the programming and conflict issues arising from the Westphalia software. They are perfectly integrated into our Wonderware system now and seem to be functioning normally. And we'll head out there in just a moment and look at some of the clay cakes coming out of the bottom. But from the looks of it, everything seems to be normal. and satisfactorily operating. And here we have the primary separation tank and the secondary separation tank. And we'll go up there just shortly in a minute and watch the froth overflow. And here's a vibrating screen. It doesn't show very well through the camera, but this is vibrating very rapidly. It is very quiet. The operations are very smooth. And again, we have had no mechanical issues with this. There is a 0.5-inch mesh at the bottom of that, which has not clogged and is also operating normally. And again, you'll see a lot of steam coming out of this. So later operational requirements will demand that we not send out too much steam. This would be an area of optimization for more efficient operations. And here's our operator just making sure that we have adequate froth levels underneath inside the PST. So far so good. So we're almost at the top of the conditioning structure now, and this is the blade mill. This is where the ore that's conveyed from the primary conveyor belt is fed to the top of the structure and down into this blade mill, where it is carried to the end and dropped down below onto the vibrating screen. Now this is already at this time this has been operating tonight for more than 5 hours, and there are no signs of any issues. And here we have a view of the ore coming into the belt at about 90 to 100 tons per hour. climbing up the conditioning structure, and to my right is the flotation cell, and this is where we have secondary recovery of the froth or of the middlings, where some portions of the bitumen are not recovered from primary separation. This is where the extra recovery steps take place. And as you can see, there is a substantial amount of froth being recovered from the flotation cell. The original design of the plant calls for 2 flotation cells, and so this area here is empty in anticipation of a new flotation cell that we would be purchasing once we've decided to scale up the capacity of this plant. For now, this single flotation cell is more than sufficient and can handle up to 350 gallons per minute. And for our current 70 to 100 tons an hour output, does the job. We are now at the clarifier bottom, so that we're right underneath the clarifier tank. Quiet down here. And we'll go into the thickener underflow. And as you can see up front, you see a yellow periflow peristaltic pump for the thickener underflow. Anything that comes down from the bottom of the thickener will go through this pump and will get pumped out to the centrifuge area, area 400, where the centrifuges will spin out any of the residual clay in the water and recycle the water back into the water loop for the process. And the clay that drops out of the centrifuges will be in the form of a cake, which gets conveyed into the tailings conveyor and joins with the rest of the tailings. Again, directly ahead of me is the conditioning structure. You can see, since there's still a lot of steam that's coming out of the top, and then you have the primary separation tank, and then the secondary separation tank right next to the left side of the PST. The time right now is 1:30 a.m. By now there should be more froth overflowing from the primary separation tank. So we'll see what we can find when we get there in just a few minutes. And directly behind me was the water treatment section. And as you just saw, everything was normal. So far, so good. No, can't really see anything.
Don't drop anything in.
No, here. That one's a shitty flashlight.
Thanks.
Oh, no, can you try to reach down?
That's stuck to my hand.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Try to reach down and give me some light down there, will you?
Let's see. Like name where you're aiming at.
Yeah, well, I'll follow you.
I can see a little bit.
Okay. That's about it. Can't really see much.
Yeah.
but I just know from up top, this looks really rich.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep it there. Keep it there. Okay. Just wait till this overflows. Cool.
Then you know it's good.
Just stretching and
Yeah.
pulling.
Get that top surface off of it. I think it gets better first then.
Should we try to pull some of that crap off the edge over there, or will it?
Just leave it be. I think it's all gonna wind up coming over
all
one
the steam
side.
coming out of it, but it looks pretty good. Gonna get P670 down 100.
He was pretty good with that backhoe.
Oh, is that him that drove
Hey Chris, can you watch?
He was the highest paid backhoe operator, that's for sure.
Yeah, 10-4.
Okay, here we go.
I should have that P608 set to let
It's
it
moving
go.
pretty fast.
Just keep an eye on it.
10-4.
There you go. Keep it there. Keep the light there. It's flowing. There you go.
Look at all that froth down there moving, man.
Did
You see it?
Chris, did you take your medication tonight?
Oh, crap. It's hot.
See any level of the DA 600 yet? As he said.
Chris, you seeing anything in the DA 600?
Yeah, we are 2.3% now.
Heck yeah.
We just shed some light down at the weir.
There?
At the bottom of the weir.
Oh, the launder, yeah?
Oh, the launder, yeah.
Can you see it down there?
Sort of. It's moving. Yep, I can see it. There you go. Oh, perfect.
Moving, man.
Perfect. Oop, steam is always getting my lens. Nope, it's going. It's going. It looks pretty. It's moving all right.
Yeah, it is.
We'll see the overflow. Yep, keep it there. Nice. What time is it? It's 2:10.
210. Perfect time to make froth.
At this rate, we'll be filling up both tanks pretty easy.
See it flowing down the bottom?
Oh yeah.
There, you can, okay.
Oh yeah, it's
From there,
Check
here,
that out.
yeah, let me see. Is it better than this down here?
Yeah, about the same, yeah.
Oh, okay.
About the same, the longer, yeah. Yeah.
June 14, 11:30. We're mining away. We've got trucks. See, all these are stockpiled down here, right?
How long does it stay loose? Is it hard enough over the winter?
That thing really does a good job. Plus, the drum that he put in there is a new drum. It was re-engineered this year, and with that machine alone, you can get about 25 to 3,000 tons a day of mining. Just that one alone. Minimal maintenance. And maintenance of those teeth are very easy. It's just like a little pin or a little clip on the side.
Pull them up.
Yep, just pull.
How often do you go through teeth?
Every hour.
Where's he taking this now?
If I'm a betting man, I'm going
That inside stuff is going to leak.
wow, making the oil seep out of this thing.
You'll have to just video the soles of your shoes.
Oh yeah. They're still feeding the plant.
6 minutes.
Cool.
We're ready to start feeding again. Cool, let's do it. Hang on before you go. Hey Chris, tell me about what's going on.
Okay, we got water, steam shut off in the structure. We are at 98% in C and T601A. What else do you want to know?
That's good enough right there. So what you gotta do is you gotta start feeding into the PST, get your level down to about 70% before you start feeding the plant.
Copy that. You hear that, Joe?
I got it.
Hey, I'm running up to check the level on the T201A tank. Copy that.
How long do we estimate it'll take to switch from 201A to 201B?
You got about 3 foot from the top, and it'll take me about 30 more minutes, 20 minutes. Copy that. Is that okay? Are you talking 30 minutes to switch it over? Yeah. Okay, are we wanting to switch it over yet, Burke, or we want to fill any more in there?
Just keep going until Sean's done.
Okay, we're not putting anything there right now, so yeah, we're good.
Nice and quiet. So we're in the bottom of the clarifier here. Now, so here we got 2 pump pads, and we were just able to get one. No, they're not.
That's got a lot of. It's got a lot of metal.
Good.
Andrew, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead. Can you check the pH at the 664 bumps for me, please? Roger.
Flow cell's about to flow over.
Is your level too low then? I've been slowing it down. You can slow down the feeder breaker.
Yeah, that Rodin's pegged at 1.3.
Is that about as fast as it comes, or does it ever build up faster than that?
About like that. You know, you keep it good and slow.
Look down there.
Copy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good flow.
So that's just dropping down into a gravity line.
Chris, you got a copy? Good. How's the CT-104 looking now that it's getting solid? Looks good. I think it looks good.
Froth overflow from the PSD looks very good as well.
Hey Chris, your pH is about 9.5. Fantastic. Thank you. Copy that. Hey Chris. That is Chris.
Go sitting on the ground because it couldn't pass cross through. So we built this full piece to replace it, and now it was built at 100 psi. Cardboard boxes.
Oh, just right here?
Yeah. Hey, Reed. Go ahead.
That's our plan.
Yeah.
Okay, it's June 14, 7 p.m. We are just about to wrap up and finish up on this on our continued run, our first continued wet froth production run. As you can see, there's no more activity up there by the feeder breaker. I think by now we've already run in excess of 30 hours straight. We are now purging and flushing the entire system. Now we're going to climb up to the top of the PST, the primary separation tank, to witness the last 5 or 6 feet of froth separation. There should be very good froth overflowing from the top right now, and we are officially going through our shutdown procedure. In summary, the overall results of this continuous run was very successful, very encouraging. Thanks to Burke Adams, our chief engineer. So Burke, how does it look down there?
It's beautiful, man.
It is beautiful. Oh wow. Wow, look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
It's good stuff right there.
So it looks like we've got about 5 or so feet before all the remaining froth overflows from the top.
Does it sound like you're sucking air there?
See if I can. Wow, it's very hot. And here we have the secondary separation tank, and we've already started to drain some of this, but you'll still see that there's a lot of froth residue sitting on top of at the water level here. Let me see if I can stick my hand in there again. See if that's it. There you go. So it's still pretty hot in here. It's cooking, and you still see a little steam coming up from the top. Oops. And if you look at our stockpile staging area, we've pretty much used all of it. I think for this 30-hour run, we've used approximately 2,000 tons. And here are some of the dispensed sand, or the tailings, most of which would have fallen out from the primary separation tank bottom and also the secondary separation tank. So our mine operator is using that tractor to just clean this area up, and soon enough he will be transporting most of these solids back into an asphalt lined tailings containment facility that we have set up. So the sand looks pretty clean. You can still see a little bit of stockpile ore, which is clearly a lot darker than the dispensed sand from the tailings. By the looks of it, our recovery rates have been very satisfactory. They're quite high, and yes, and the conditioning structure and all the major equipment have now been shut off, and we're just waiting for the water flow to rise to a level where we can capture all the remaining froth and safely shut the plant down and the boilers down for the weekend. Far out there you'll see the two centrifuges for water, and both of these centrifuges worked wonders during this run, so we're very optimistic. So it's again, it's June 14, about 7:15. This does mark the end of our commissioning run, and I'm glad to say that we have succeeded, and we are very upbeat about this accomplishment today. And this is Soung signing out.